manic, pertaining to or affected by excessive excitement or enthusiasm. Phrase.
This is Manic Mindset. It's time for another Manic episode with Haley and Lynn. Join us each week as we dive down the rabbit hole of navigating life while being hyper-focused on success. Our manic moments are where some of our best ideas come from. We not only embrace the chaos, we thrive in it.
Okay, so this week we are talking about the most insane viral thing I think I've ever seen. It's everywhere. We're going to talk about Taylor and Travis.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving that we're talking about this because I was laying in bed a few nights ago and Kansas City was on and she was there again. Mm-hmm. And I told Dylan, I was like, Taylor Swift just put Kansas City on the friggin' map. Mm-hmm. And he was like, no, she didn't. And I was like, 100% did. He was like, I'm not even going to argue with you about this. I'm like, are you upset? He goes, yeah, I'm kind of upset. Mm-hmm. They have one of the most famous quarterbacks in the country on their team, and he is like, I don't know, he's like a 2 or 3 time Pro Bowl. I don't know, maybe even more than that. I have no idea.
He's a whole like famous thing on his own.
Mm-hmm. Apparently. I just was like, now I'm completely vested in this relationship.
Like, I did not care at all who she was dating before, and now I'm invested.
Well, the reason I feel like that I didn't care before is because I feel like she was dating like boys, and now she's dating a man. So it's a man. So I really feel like I'm vested in this. Mm-hmm. And my entire Instagram feed is full of Taylor Swift and Travis. And
it's Vanderpump all over again.
It's like wherever they go to dinner, I want to know. When she hangs out with his mom, I want to know. I didn't even know about their podcast with like the brothers. Hilarious. Oh my gosh, so funny.
But Jason's wife though, she's the fucking lover.
Yeah, she's. Oh yeah, I know.
But there's a whole TikTok trend right now where wives are like, you ever see the things where wives or husbands set up their spouse? It's like a joke. So the new thing going around is like wives videotaping their husband's reaction. And they're like, oh my God, I'm so happy for Travis. Now he's famous because Taylor likes him. And all the guys are like, he's like this MVP, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to attempt to say those stats because I would totally.
So Vince and Lindsay did that, and Lindsay sent it to me, and Vince was like not having it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. It was hilarious.
But you know what? He's their Taylor. That's what that is. That's why they're all mad.
Right. I mean,
he's the Taylor.
Can we speak about this? So a couple of things when I knew that we were going to like talk about this. Yeah. Did you feel like Taylor's still 17?
In my mind, yeah, she's stuck there.
Yeah, she's 30. She's 33. We're 35. You're 36. I'm 35.
I definitely feel like her elder.
Yeah,
1,000%.
She's our era. Yeah, okay, she only makes us feel old because we have a whole ass family with like children and job. Like, I mean, she has a job, but like we have husbands. Yeah, and she's out here living her best life like she's 20. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. She has the ability to not have a job should she choose.
Yeah, I mean, she's worth $740 million. I looked that up before we started this. I mean, not trying to be mean to Travis because we all know how great he is now because we've been educated by our husbands, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, he's only worth a cool $30 million.
Yeah.
Okay. In Taylor's world, yes.
I'm over here making my coffee at home.
Oh God, you poor thing. But one of the reasons that we want to talk about this is because I feel like a lot of people do compare Taylor to a smaller child, and she's one, a full-fledged adult, and two, dating in the public eye and being a businesswoman, entrepreneur, you know, super successful in what she does. I think that she has to do a lot of balancing, and it can't be easy. And I'm not sure how this is going to go. Like, if they don't get married and have children together and live together for the rest of their lives, like,
might turn on both of them.
He will be, ruined.
It's going to be such a good album, though.
Oh God, a whole ass album is going to go around this man.
Imagine how good her albums have been, and look at the men she's been singing about. Okay.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Yeah. I mean, first off, let's talk about how tall he is.
Mm-hmm. How tall is he?
We all know where I'm going with this, right?
How tall is he?
Imagine those songs. Yeah. I don't know, but he's like, hey.
It's like, hey. Yeah.
If I have to do this, it's okay.
Yeah, so I definitely think that he's going to have a whole album around him if they break up or if they stay together.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's already getting a minimum of one song at this point.
Yeah. It's either like a love album or a you messed up album.
Swifties are going to drag him through the mud if they don't work out. And I wonder if there's some kind of like paperwork that's signed before, like I even go on a date with you, that you can't write an album about me.
Well, did you see the interview with his mom?
No.
Oh my God, it's not great. People are not happy about it.
What?
Well, my take on it was that she was just very nervous and very much, number one, over being asked about it. And number two, has probably either signed or been told, at least, on a personal level by her son and Taylor, don't talk about this. Don't, shut it down. They asked her about it on the one of the morning shows, and they were like, how was Taylor? Like, we met her a couple of times. She's just wonderful. And she was like, it was okay. It was okay. And they were like, oh. And so they kept like pushing and pushing. Like, she's just wonderful. You don't think she's wonderful? And she was like, and like, just kind of like, yeah. So all the Swifties are like, oh, she doesn't like her. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I'm torn. Either she doesn't like her, or she's like a typical, mother-in-law where she's just like, I just met her. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Or she's just been like, I'm nervous. I don't know how to answer because I've been told not to talk about it. But it's not great.
No, now I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch it.
Yeah, there's
because Mama, guess what? Those Swifties will grab your ass too, okay?
Right? She's so cute too. I'm like, oh, honey.
Yeah.
Find your own existence away. Like,
yeah, like you have to move now.
Yeah. So protection.
Yeah. But the reason I feel like, so obviously, like, part of her success is definitely off of her albums being very like vague, but to the point about her past relationships and stuff.
She's getting less vague, which I like.
Oh, I know. She's not scared anymore. She has become a woman.
Yeah.
A woman who will, if you cross me, I will drag your ass through the mud and make you wish you never did.
Yeah.
And I love that about her.
And now she's got this army behind her. People that if she don't say that, they will. So now she's like,
Yeah, just like cutthroat.
Yeah.
Coming for you, baby. No, and I love that about her because, I mean, you and I we work a lot together and everything, and I feel like that's kind of how I roll. I'm not vague.
Yeah.
Where you're kind of like,
I'm very PR about everything.
You're very PR about everything, but you're very like stab.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't even see it coming.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, you see me coming, and it's gonna happen.
Kick the door down, and I'm gonna slap you, and I'm like, say whatever you want. I already changed your bank account. Whatever it is, I already in your life behind the scenes.
That's 100% accurate. Yes.
I don't care if you ever know it's me. I just enjoy the fact it happens.
Yes. It's so true. 100% true. Like, that's exactly how I am. And it's so funny because you're very much like, oh God, it's coming. Like, you can definitely see when mine's coming. You know when mine is coming. Yeah. You're like you're already anticipating it, and I can physically watch you take a deep breath and hold it in as it's happening. Like,
some charges I can't catch.
oh God, it's happening right now for her. Like, yeah. So
I think since I've known you, I've only had one time that Eric was literally like, what? No. Like, no, I see old lid and put it away.
Yeah.
You're not going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we're going to talk about it. He's like, don't do that.
Yeah. No, I don't even think like directed towards me and you.
No.
I just think
we were around each other.
Yeah.
To the surface.
Yeah. Oh God, I do remember that one. Oh.
Yeah.
Popo came for that one.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I do feel like she's become this amazing like woman for the future women, like my daughter, my teenager, who really likes her, and then people that are like my age or older, and even older women who felt like they couldn't speak up for themselves and didn't have like a platform to be honest about things that happen around them. She really has set a whole platform for women and girls of all ages to, own who you are, talk about it, and just be who you want to be. And she's done really great about that. But I also feel like she has earned her stripes too, because she's gotten drugged through the mud a lot with like men. Like, she is making even her, and I feel like we've talked about Kim Kardashian, and I hate even talking about them in the same sentence because of like the whole Kanye thing, but they're normalizing women being able to date.
Yeah.
And not just feel like they have to marry the first man that comes along because society says that you are a whore if you don't.
Yeah. I actually was listening to, I think it was CNN radio the other day, and they were talking about like the Forbes list or something, and women and finally inching their way, clawing their way on there, and how Kim's on there again. And one of the people in the broadcast actually made a comment like, ugh, I can't believe Kim's on there. And the lady shut her down so quick, and she was like, are you joking? And she was like, her Skims is worth like, I'm not going to try to remember the number, but this astronomical amount. And she's like, she's built that from the ground up. Like, how long are we going to keep robbing her of, giving her props when they're due? Like, she's a successful businesswoman. What you feel about what she looks like, what she acts like, what she dates like that has nothing to do with anything. You're robbing her and basically saying she doesn't deserve to claim this. She absolutely does. Like, knock it off. And I was like, oh.
Well, and I think that her, like Taylor and Kim and, quite a few other women now have given us the okay to be who we want to be while still being able to be successful businesswomen.
We're no longer afraid to hurt feelings either.
We're no longer afraid to hurt feelings anymore. We're no longer afraid to be glam while running a very successful business.
Yeah.
I think that you had to choose one or the other, right? I have to be this very sophisticated cover up, don't look too pretty to be respected business. Or I could be really pretty, really glam and be like a dum-dum where it's like, oh, I don't really understand like what's going on, right? No, it's no longer like that anymore. You can be a beautiful woman and put on this full-on glam and everything, and you could be a billionaire. And so Taylor has given women that same exact thing. Like, I can be sexy and confident and date one of the most gorgeous men in the NFL while still being like, but I could buy this entire NFL right now.
Yeah.
Like, I could buy your team.
Yeah. I love how all these, like, it's mostly men. All these men are, like, big mad. Like, I'm so tired. I won't be watching the NFL anymore because I'm tired.
Okay, bye.
Taylor. Yeah. Honey, like, the NFL has been coming back, and they were like, number one, we constantly change our Instagram, profile, our tagline, all these things when anything pop culture is going on. If you think that pop culture is not happening with Taylor Swift being in the NFL, you're not paying attention. Like, it's the biggest pop culture moment to happen as a marketing firm. Why would I not capitalize on that? Like, what?
Well,
it's wild to me. And you're mad about it.
You know who, and I seen, like, first of all, I just want to go back by the fact that you said that you watched CNN or you were listening to it. Who the fuck watches CNN?
Did you not see my TikTok the other day? I was like, I don't know what happened, but I've become the old lady that, like, defaults to talk radio in the car. And, like, the kids want music, and I'm like, no, my news is on. And I'm like, what happened?
CNN? What the hell? We are not the same. I know. Every time you come up in here, I see you. Did you see the news today? No, I didn't see it. I do not know what's going on. I don't care how much gas is.
She's like, huh?
Yeah, we have no house speaker. There's a war that was started yesterday. I don't know how much gas prices are. I don't know none of that affects my life. If anything is going to make our podcast soar to the top, it is literally going to be the fact that I just said that, and I'm going to become the country's most hated person by tomorrow, okay? And I still don't fucking care, because as long as I'm getting them dollars, I don't care, okay? I will go hide in the goddamn woods. Jeez. But, I care, right? I do, but...
It's a rabbit hole.
It's a rabbit hole. And I'm worried for you right now, okay? Because are we about to buy some, like... How do you say those? REMs or EMRs? What are those fucking...
Like the meals?
The meals, yes. What are they?
I don't remember what they're called.
MREs.
Yep, yeah, there it is.
I think that's it. Are you about to become that friend?
No, bitch, I don't cook normally. Why am I making MREs? No. But I do have...
I didn't say you were going to make them. Are you going to buy them?
No.
How many canned goods could get you by for them? How many do you have? Do you have a storage?
I do have a lot of canned goods. No, I don't have, I have a lot in my house. I don't have, a storage thing. My storage, stuff that I have is, my documents copied or laminated. I have, waterproof bag, waterproof lighter. I have that kind of stuff. I don't have, food.
So you have, survivalist kits?
Somewhat. There's one in the trunk and there's one in the closet.
In the trunk?
Bitch is ready.
I don't even know if I have the shit to change my tire in my car. Oh my God. I tell you what though, I will be that friend who's freaking smart during that time, right? Like I got street smarts, baby.
Yeah.
I'm just don't have anything to work with. So but anyways, all right, back to the topic. Talking about, the reason that we talked about Taylor and Travis so much is because I think that she is literally one of the key women who is paving the way for other women to be who they want to be while not having to change who they are.
Yeah.
Like we are no longer apologizing for who we are.
Yeah.
And I'm watching her with her drink in her hand up here in the stands and all that. And I'm so happy for her and like so proud of her. Again, didn't realize that she was 21, that she could actually legally drink, but apparently she's 33. So there's that.
I love that she just like rolled in with no security with like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Yeah.
But like again, all the people are like, I can't believe they're all here. Shut up.
Yeah. The NBA, though, they have it on lock. So what they do is they put all their celebrities down on the field. Well, not the field. They put them on the court, right? So court side. They pan to them a couple times. Mm-hmm. And that's why the NBA is getting so many...
Smart marketing. You're telling me if, like, Hugh Jackman rolled up to your local, like, flea mart and you're the one hosting it, you're not going to capitalize on it? The hell out of here.
Right. You're going to capitalize on that.
Like, I don't want to tell anyone he's here.
Right.
Get out of here.
Right. You're going to capitalize on that. And, I mean, just like the Lakers, when the Lakers were bought back in the day, and the only reason why I know this is because I'm watching the Magic Johnson, little show that they have going on.
We are not the same.
Yeah. Do you even know who Magic Johnson is?
I do.
Oh, okay. That's a plus. So, which by the way, self-made, entrepreneur, an amazing, business mind. But anyways.
His son on his reality show, though. EJ?
Yeah.
Is that his name? Mm-hmm. Fabulous.
Not a self-made millionaire. Daddy's money. So, but anyways, one of the things that they started doing was they did the cheerleaders. And they made the cheerleaders part of their marketing. They brought them in and they were like, we're not just going to have any cheerleaders. We're going to have the best cheerleaders. And still to this day, that is something that the Lakers are known for. Yeah. The Dallas Cowboys, what were they known for outside of being football players?
They still have a reality show that's relevant right now.
Right, the cheerleaders. So that's the same thing that the NFL is trying to capitalize on right now with Taylor Swift is that other market. They 100% has to have the views that go up.
I mean, if you're the NFL, you have to, on some level, know. Just like men sitting on their couch that get gripe from their wives about watching football all day Sunday, you have to know if there's a way for you to get your wife on board with football. It would make everyone's life easier, right?
Right.
It would be enjoyable. It's something you can do together. There's no griping about
the Instagram posts and stuff are up now. The jersey sales are probably up by a lot. I mean, do people not have Kansas City jerseys yet with Swift's name on the back?
Oh yeah.
The amount of things that are through the roof because of her, she's shattering that glass ceiling because the NFL has had a lot of downs over the last several years. The kneeling, the national anthem thing.
Well, the rule changing, it's not the game it used to be.
No, the rule changing, who they have at the Super Bowl, all of that stuff has progressively changed, and she's going to be a part of that. She's going to be a part of that.
Changing over from their audience, right? Remember when was it last year? It was Eminem and all them. So they did that, and there were so many people awful shit. Who are these people? And I'm this is a whole movement. And the NFL had to come up with this big statement about you people our parents' age, our grandparents' age, you need to realize you're not the target audience anymore. People our age are, people younger than us are. So adapt. That millennial halftime show was made for us, because they know their audience.
I can't remember how many years ago it was, but Katy Perry came out, and I think Missy Elliott came out, and it was a pivotal moment in my mind. It's a core memory where my daughter was all about the Katy Perry thing, and she was living her best life. And then Missy Elliott came out, put your thing down, flip it and reverse it. I was yes, let's get it. And she's looking at me who is this person?
I loved how she brought out that girl from her video though, as an adult. Do you remember that?
No. Oh, yes, the dancer, yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, like, they were able to collab the two, and I also feel like by bringing out Eminem and bringing out Dr. Dre and bringing out 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg and all that, that was combining two eras too. And I think they announced Usher is this year. Hello. Oh, yes.
Let's talk about that, right? Because Usher is the halftime show. That's like in itself. Kim Kardashian announced it.
Yes.
That is in itself crickets, because Taylor was at the game when it was announced. That was the first game she went to.
Thank you.
Like, what? I don't like that they're pitting
First of all,
each other. Don't do it. But
First of all, that right there was a marketing mishap.
yeah,
Whoever said we're going to release it on the same day that she's going to this game, I mean,
they probably didn't know.
but still.
I say that, but how are you Taylor Swift and you don't? Your people have to talk to those people. Maybe not like the NFL wide knew she was coming, but there's someone that had to know ahead of time she was coming.
Yeah, but you know what the thing of it is I didn't watch football that day, and I knew who was opening up for the Super Bowl. So I mean that tells you again the platforms and things like that, and on how that got out there, I think was great.
Yeah.
But definitely, goes to show you again that the platforms that Kim has, the platforms that Taylor has, all these people that and the influence that they have and how they intertwined. I mean, I'm hoping that Taylor and Kim just jump on a whole commercial together and nip this shit right in the butt.
I mean, the way that would just shake Kanye.
I know, right? 100%. I find it very funny, very, very funny.
Man has gone downhill. He is crazy town, but it's because he doesn't do the things he needs to do for his mental health. But it is. He's like anybody else, and I'm not going to speak to whether it's a certain thing or not. My guess would be something bipolar, but a lot of people that have things.
He 100% has been diagnosed with bipolar.
Yeah, but he
they think that they don't need medicine after, not all people, but yeah.
It's I don't need that, but I mean, I think it's definitely, we're watching a public spiral of that, which is really sad, but.
Yeah, for sure. So I think what today has taught us that we have to have a Kim Kardashian episode.
That part.
But back to the Taylor and Travis thing, and let's go ahead and wrap it up a little bit. And I think that I hope that they get married and have babies, but if they don't, I'm sorry, Travis.
Yeah.
Because the Swifties are going to come for your ass. You will never be able to date and if you marry somebody else. Everybody hates her guts already.
Yeah.
We don't even know her name. We don't even know who she is, but can't stand a hoe.
I do what I talked about, I don't like the fact that, I don't want it, it's not like men, it's the society as a whole pivots women against each other, because did you see, and it wasn't the first game, one of the other games she went to, Patrick Mahomes' wife was there.
Yes.
So much hate for that poor woman. And they just had a news article come out that they donated over $1 million to the Boys and Girls Club of whatever, such good stuff that just kind of went under the radar because you're also busy making her into a meme. Girl, shut up.
Well, I think anybody who is going to be related in relation to anything that has to surround Taylor or anybody that's at that caliber, it's going to kind of come with the territory. Yeah. She's been in the spotlight already.
Yeah.
And I think her husband does a really good job, though, of nipping shit in the butt a little bit. Really? You're going to bully my wife?
It's also
kind of thing.
Could you imagine, us how we are now, and then all of a sudden, because of our husband's job, we're in a freaking box with Taylor Swift and Hugh Jackman and Blake Lively. I don't think I know how to behave either. And you're not used to constant, those people, those celebrities are used to control your face. We don't eye roll. We don't do this. And that one meme of her going around where she just looks absolutely miserably rocked, and she's just sitting down, everyone else is cheering. She's probably just checking a text message, and you happen to catch the worst picture of her. It's evil. It's evil.
It absolutely is. It's never going to change, though. Yeah. It's also what puts cover stories out there and everything like that. It's never going to change. Yeah. Only thing that she can do and Taylor can do and anybody else. I mean, I feel like Taylor does a really good job of if she sees a story that's negatively affecting her, she, without even addressing it, will take care of it, like publicly, like in a picture. Just like the whole like mom interview, right?
Yeah.
And then they showed them like weren't they like watching the game together, like at the next game, and like
they had a great time.
smiling and stuff together.
Yeah.
So I think that she does a really good job of just kind of nipping that shit in the butt without having to like say anything.
I genuinely want to know if she like. First off, she's got to be one of those people like, I'll read the comments. She has to be. Like, because you would just, I mean, the rabbit hole you'd go down, it's insanity.
I can't imagine if you were Taylor and you had to respond to all of them, because I know that your ass would. Because it's your favorite thing to do.
It is. I would just have a whole day dedicated to, nope, got to deal with trolls today.
Yeah.
My dream job is to run like the Wendy's Twitter, where they just get to be mean to everybody.
Oh my gosh,
that's weird. To be an asshole, it's beautiful.
I'm not witty enough for it. Like, I'm funny, but I'm like funny, haha, not like.
You just need a minute to like
witty funny
response.
Yeah.
I'll just hurt your feelings in real time.
Yeah, you're like instant.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how did you even think that? Those thoughts should not be there. I do not have thoughts like that.
Before you're like, where did that come from?
Yes, I don't have thoughts like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's try and figure this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways.
But I'm excited to see what happens, and I'm excited to see what their babies look like.
Yeah.
The final thought, I think is hilarious. TikTok, there was a guy talking about, like, I guess there's a bunch of women, like, actually upset that they're dating. They're like, I can't believe he likes her, blah, blah, blah. He could do so much better. And the guy, like, stitched a bunch of them, and he was like, let me be loud as can be and as clear as possible. In no universe is Taylor keeping you from your shot. Like,
right.
He didn't see you anyway.
Yeah.
Taylor's not the reason to be mad.
Right.
And then to Erica, I was like, I hurt my feelings a little bit. So I was kind of like, I think maybe I could probably get him. I could probably reel it in. And then he wrote that, and I was like, I probably couldn't. I probably could. Like, we were in a bar together. I was like, maybe.
I mean, like, it's so funny. Like, do you not feel like they're your friends? Like, they're my friends now.
Yeah.
And I know them. And
I'm like, oh, Travis? Yeah.
yeah. I like, wait for it's Sunday. It's Sunday. When are they playing and what time? Never in my life have I ever given a shit.
No.
Okay. If they go to Super Bowl, y'all better cancel Usher and put Taylor up there, okay? So you can be billionaires, because I love Usher, but
At least have her come out and do like an opening, a closing, something. Got to.
yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I thought you were gonna say have her do the national anthem. I'm like,
I didn't know.
She gets a whole fucking show.
Yeah.
She's not gonna do that, because isn't she like on tour too, or is she done with her tour?
I don't know. I did see a whole thing where someone was talking about like, I'm really invested in this, but looking at both of their like schedules, I don't see hope, because they're both like, I guess, crazy schedules.
I mean, money buys a lot of things, like airplanes.
Yeah, and
So
you are
there's that. Yeah, there's that. Like, didn't they like rent out a whole restaurant and like shut it down?
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that was like, my entire house bought at once in one night.
Yeah. And like, if you, especially when stuff's that new, like you're invested to see each other. You're invested to go the extra mile. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fly for like a 24-hour period and fly back.
I mean, what do you get Taylor as a gift when she's worth like, I don't know, $700 million more than you? $700 million more than you.
You can't see me, but I'm just motioning to if I had man parts.
That's what she gives him?
That's what he gives her.
That's what I'm saying. Or yeah, that's what he gives her. Because I'm just like,
Especially when you got 24 hours and you're just on a plane together. Absolutely.
yeah, true. Just like, listen, we're gonna drop down here. We're gonna just fly up in the air for a minute. I'm gonna drop you back off, and I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta scoot.
Yeah.
So.
I've seen my Travis fix. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Have a great game. I imagine she slaps on my ass when he gets off the plane. Have a great game.
I'm not imagining that, because in my mind she's not 33 again. She's still 16. Okay. When you're 16. That's all is playing in my head.
Oh my God. Was that even a song, or did you just
100% on her first album.
Oh, her song.
When you're 16 and she talks about a heartbreak when you're 16.
She does.
Yeah. So anyways, all right. Anyways, we'll see y'all next week. How about that?
And that's a wrap. If you like what you heard, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And as always, you can listen on Apple, Spotify, and more. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube for video podcast. We'll see you next week.